gCADPlus is a software application used to produce landscape designs of the type that you see here. Sites may range in size from small courtyard designs to 2 and 3 hectare sites where a design for sustainability might be required by the client. Let's look in more detail at some of these. Well, here's a design for the rear of a property. We're in what is called model space now, and if I use the measure tool, this is really quite a small space. It's about 15 meters deep by about 8 meters wide. We include a little scale, so this here is a bird's eye view of the site. Every inquiry we make here spits back numbers that are meaningful to us. But we can lay the design out in using a number of sheets, so we can look at details or the species used in the design and so on, and back to the model. gCADPlus works in both the metric and USA or imperial environment. Here's an example of a design for Massachusetts, and if we go into the model here and zoom out just a little, you can see there's an entrance there. Symbols from the gCADPlus library are used to provide emphasis. I'll turn off line weight for the moment, which makes things a little clearer. In contrast to the previous one, if we measure from one side of the site to another, we get 230 odd feet. Notice this table on the right hand side, which is the plant schedule. Every individual species in the design has been assigned to a particular botanical name, and that comes from what's termed a plant data list, and here it is. So we have a list of species that work for this particular area, and we assign individual plants in the design to records in that list, and that enables the generation of this plant schedule you see on the right to be automated. gCADPlus is used in many different countries. Here's an example from a user in Paris, so the language used here is French. And here's another design from one of our users based in Holland. gCADPlus can handle intensive design work. Here's a design for sports area reclamation and remediation. So there's a layout sheet for demolition, another sheet showing construction, civil details and landscape details, and finally planting details with schedules there. So gCADPlus can handle a multiplicity of typical landscape design tasks.